So, for a long time, players of Elite Dangerous were awaiting the big bad space aliens from the previous games called Thargoids to arrive, and about 2 years after the release they finally started to appear, and about a year after that we finally got the so-called interaction with them. Developers said that we could be friends or foes with these aliens, depending on the player's actions, but frankly that seems like a big fat lie, as players just got railroaded into conflict with them, because that's more interesting and doesn't involve as much work. Still, it's their story and they choose what to do with it. Still, in none of the games previously, players ever got the chance to look a Thargoid in the eye, to see the real form of the space bugs outside of their ships. Well, after some hints from some people here and there, I was guided to an Elite Dangerous German forum where user Protochen posted the following picture. Link for the thread will be in the description if you want to check it out for yourselves. Though no surveillance footage could be recovered from the site's internal system, nor any SRV, vessel, or drone present at the time of the incident, the sweeper team managed to track down the skimmer that could not be accounted for in the internal search. It was found approximately 137 kilometers outside of the site's perimeter. Despite the drone's complete destruction on impact, tech found that its data core was the only one with at least some minor fragments intact, and from the remaining sensor information we were able to reconstruct 3 frames below. Now, you may say, but Yamix, that might just as well be one of the 200 pieces of fan art somewhere. Yes, that's actually what I had in mind first when I saw these two. But after poking some people here and there and learning a few things from rather credible sources that I'll have to keep anonymous, so take it as you will. Still, these pictures and a few clearer ones that I got later down the line, here, are coming from the time period of late 2016, early 2017, and are legit. There was this whole hush-hush thing from involved parties about this discovery that some data miners revealed. Yes, these apparently are data mined model pictures. Now, to make it clear, Yamix is under no NDAs or any of that crap, and I'm spreading the information, well, because it's fun and interesting. See, I'm doing this because Elite Dangerous' story has stagnated for a long time. Longer than the running time of Simpsons, or at least that's how it feels. Of course, there is a possibility the developers will just simply switch the models to something completely else, but for the time being these are the legit ones, what Thargoids were supposed to be. And yet, if we go back to the story, after 4 years we still have a lot of permit-locked regions in the game, and none have ever been unlocked, but apparently they hold story content, quote-unquote. Even the whole quote-unquote failed Genosis jump that you can learn more about in my video that I made a while back, link for that will be in the description. The whole fiasco itself was part of developer mistakes constantly being made and never really fixed or advanced on, to put it lightly. And all of this either partially or completely has to do with story, and the fact that it just doesn't move forward. And yeah, maybe from the last update, the surface mapping tool or the Probulator 9000 and the codex will help us to advance the story a little bit further. But okay, let's say developers want us to move the story forward. Well, that would be nice, if not for a couple of problems. See, a while back, that is actually in early days of Elite Dangerous, there was this one puzzle that led people to go to Col 70 sector for the solution of the puzzle. And yet, if you go into game right now and look at it, the Col 70 sector is permit locked to this day. So you want us to progress something and yet block us as well. Interesting. As for these Thargoid pictures, well, I am part of independent media, so I have no obligations in any way, but I do want to share some interesting stuff, and so I do so. In the absence of actual story, at least here you go something interesting in the meantime, I suppose. And if someone doesn't like that I ruined the party by spoiling it, well, remember folks that the story in Elite Dangerous has lost its impact. Emperor in the dark and all that, if you know what I mean. Besides, if you were worried about spoilers, why did you watch this? Oh well, anyhow, if you enjoyed a little fun digging around that Yamix took part in, well hey, spread the word and share the video. That aside, if you too, by any chance, have some interesting material to share, I do have a contact email. Oh, and I almost forgot, Artemis Tau or Kaiju Platypus, whatever he goes by today, did make a video on this topic with some extra information if you are interested in it, so I'll link that video also down below. But what about you, my viewers? What do you think of the Thargoids and how they look? Did you expect them the way they are, or were you just like me and expected some praying mantis instead? Do let me know all that down below.